Wow, here it is, August the 26th, day 4 or week 4 with the Flamingo Fridays video schedule. Summer is just gone. And we do have one more Flamingo Friday video, which will be on September the 2nd, and that'll be the last of our Flamingo Friday schedule. Today, the digitals that we were to use are this bright, beautiful piece of from Cara, Brandon. It's 2 file folders and some fussy cut images. Flamingo, seashell, a toucan, and a butterfly. There is a butterfly. I was thinking I didn't see one, but there it is. And then there's a little toucan card. That's from Cara for day 4. This is Dear Julie Julie's digital for day 4. This is a vintage with ledger papers, I guess they would be, and receipts, vintage receipts. And these could be journal calling cards. And she added the seashells and the flowers for the tropical theme. And so this is what I'm coming up with for that make. I wanted to keep Cara's vintage pieces just as close to it as I could, as they are. So I printed it out on just copy paper, and I'm going to ink the back of this. I wish I would have thought before I printed to use coffee dyed paper for this. I could glue it to coffee dyed paper, but I wanted to keep the thinner feel to it. And then I want to fold it and stick it in my Flamingo journal that I'm making. This is this piece that had the torn page look. I decided to round the corners and cut the top and make a tag. I still have things I would like to do to it. And again, I left the black. I kept the back light. It was a copy cardstock, and it too I should have printed it through again with some kind of coffee stained look on the back of it. I think I would like it better, but I will stain that up myself, and this could be used for journaling as well. This could as well, and they will go in somewhere in the journal I'm making. Now, these 2 pieces from her kit are, I did copy them out on the thinner paper, and I glued them fast to a cardstock, but I see it, I used the glue stick, so I have to go back and seal that. And then I'm just going to use these probably just for digital, not digitals, for journaling cards. Or what I might do, which I think that I am going to do, I'm going to ink them up. I'm going to punch a little half circle here, and I'm going to use these pockets for pockets on this folder. I might switch these. I don't know yet which one I'm going to use where. But anyway, I'm going to put these on this. Now, I did already, this is what Julie's piece. This is from another one of Julie's digitals. And what I did is I cut notch here and here. And I did that because I wanted to put Cara's file folders in there and have them, you can pull them out. And inside here I have tabs, and I have some fussy cuts and the other pieces for journaling cards or what have you. Nothing is in this one yet. I am going to probably put tabs on here, on the front and the back, I think, of these. and maybe rubber stamp or words, or put some kind of labels or something on there. And then I will put some of the cards inside here, and I will use some of the fussy cut images. This is actually not part of that file folder. My printer did that. So I'm going to use it because it's there, and I'll decorate. I'll put lace on there or do something with it. I'm not really sure. And here's some extra pieces that I can add to it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I did sew this by machine to keep that file folder in, and this can be tucked in the journal too. I'm going to ink the white stitching on the back, and that's what I'm going to be making for week 4. So I'm going to work on a little bit of that, and if you'd like to hang out with me, you can watch me do what I'm going to do to it. You're welcome to do that. I hope that you would like the video and maybe subscribe. And I'm going to put links in at the end of the video in the description for Julie and Cara's sites and Etsy stores. I think to do the inking on the back of these pieces, I'm going to take the makeup brush. You've seen these. They're really soft, and going to get some ink on that, and then just lightly go over the back of this. Now, it depends, I guess, on how much ink is in your pad and how much ink is on your brush, what kind of an effect you get. I wanted it to look old, aged. Normally I would put a piece of paper underneath this so I don't get the ink all over my mat, but I didn't prepare that, and I don't see anything right around me that I want to use. So anyway, folding this, gently crunching it a little bit, kind of helped to give it that old, I've been around for a while kind of look. And then I will just tuck that into the journal somewhere in one of the pockets, and I think that'll be a fun piece to add. This, the tag, I'm going to look for some kind of a ribbon to put on the top there. I have this punch that I don't use very often, and it's like a hang tag. I'm not sure I want to use that because no, it'll go right over the words. I don't want to lose all of that, so no, I'm not going to use that. Let's see, where do I have my other crocodile? My handheld crocodile. I don't know what I did with it just now. It's just not where I thought it would be. It's in the drawer that it's supposed to be in, but I just didn't see it. I think I'm just going to go with this, and I can put the whole lower so I'm not hitting those words. I don't even know if I'm in the camera view here. And then I'm going to take, well, I've already inked this. The corners didn't get really very well on this. Sometimes the corner rounders just don't get as nice as I'd like them to. Sometimes it just seems to cut a little unevenly. I'll ink that a little bit. Now, what I could do with this is add some more elements to it from the kit. I think I will use the brush to kind of knock out some of that white, the bright white. Yeah, like that better. That's good. I only put the glue on 3 sides of this. Could make a little tuck with it, and I have this little flamingo here. Piece still stuck on there. I don't know if I want to. No, I don't think I want to do that. No, he's a little too small too. Could probably put something in there, tuck a little something in there. Not that. I'll find something later. I think I want to put this on here and put that over there. So let's get a little glue on. Whoops. The way my camera is positioned today, I really can't see if what I'm doing is in the frame without standing up here. So I think about there as well. Go. Sometimes I have to think for a while of what I want to write, or not write, but rubber stamp maybe, or write into this label tab there. So think about that for a little bit. I think that I'm going to use a little bit of this crystal stickles and put some maybe right in the center of this flower. I think I'm going to highlight the bird eyes. That one. This one. And that one. And I think that's all that I'm going to do with the highlighting. And I'm going to put that aside to dry. And I don't know if you can see where I put the stickles. Anyway, we'll put that aside to dry. Then I have to find some kind of dangle to put on here. And I should have done that ahead of time, but I am going to do something with the back of this. Since I got ink on there, I might glue a whole sheet of paper on here. I'm not certain yet, but that's certainly a possibility. So I'll move that aside. Okay, now we'll go to this, and I want to color the stitching on this. And so I'm just going to, it's a little darker than what I thought it would be. And I don't really like, oh, I know what I did there. I used my black dauber instead of the brown one. And that's not a good thing. It's one of the advantages of having the larger dauber with what, I don't know what I did with it. It was right here, but I seem to have misplaced it. With the larger ones, I put a piece of embroidery floss on it. But you can see this one does not, but this is the brown. So let me get the brown here. And I'm going to do that brown. And many people leave the sewing, the threads on the ends. They like that. I like when other people do it. I don't like when I do it. I don't know if it's the way I sew or what, but it doesn't seem to be the right thing. This, I left it be the pink, but I'm going to edge this a little bit here with the brown. Alrighty, now I'm going to, I think, let me put this one on there, but I think what I'm going to do is going to cut this edge. I am not getting a good edge in there, so I'm going to use my paper cutter. to do that. And I'm going to have to do that out of view of the camera. Sorry about that. So I think I'm going to turn it this way. I'm going to ink the edges of this. And I'm going to put a little bit of a notch in here. I never get them exactly in the middle. That's not too bad, huh? And I'm going to glue it this way because I don't want to really cover up all of that flour. So, and here I had some of this. So I'm going to put the glue in here. And the glue goes on these edges. You can see I do not hold this, and then I see some of the ladies doing this, and they have a perfect straight line. I could never do that. Put that up here. We have a notched pocket there, a notched pocket here. Turn it over, and I'm going to do the same to this one. I think I have to trim this too. Yeah, it's a little wonky. I need to do a little gluing. Oh, maybe that's a lot of gluing. And then I'm going to put that. Actually, I should have had it this way. Oh well. I don't think it's going to really matter. We'll do it like that. Now we need to kind of let that dry, and then we have a pocket, several pockets. I think I need to put some more glue here. I have trouble with my printer, as I've mentioned many times, that I can't get it to accept cardstock very easily. And so trying to print things that I want to be sturdy becomes a real challenge. I should have put a little bit more ink on there. Maybe I'll do a little stabilo around that then. That's to be decided. Then I'm going to decorate this next. I probably could go through the kit and look for some pieces that I could maybe fussy cut. Maybe what I could do is find a piece. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find a piece of lace to go here, and then I'm going to put this cute little flamingo on top of the lace to help me hide that. Now this is a lace I've been using in the journal. It's a little on the large size, I think, for that. Let's see, this is it's too small. That's just as wide. Let me pull out my little scrap box. Let's see if I have something in here. I think I did. I used this on one of the tags, so I could use a piece of this. Just put that right down there. It's not really the right color, though, is it? Decisions. My camera stopped recording right as I was trying to decide if I should use that ribbon on the file folder. I did use it. I will show that in a little bit. I finished, except for stamping some words onto day 4's make. This is now the stickles is dry, and I highlighted the bird eyes, and I like that. And I put some stickles in the center of that flower. I want to rubber stamp some words right there, and I'm just going to keep it very simple. I'm going to stamp the word fly, which is appropriate for the I think for a tag with all these birds. So that's finished and ready to go into the journal. This is how the folder ended up. I am going to take some Stabilo pencil. This is the, well, I turned it the wrong way anyway. The 8046 Stabilo. This is water-soluble pencil, and you can, this makes like a really pretty grungy effect. And, well, I just scraped some of that up. My fingernail. You can just use your finger and smudge it that way. You could also use some water on your finger or a brush and go along that edge, and it spreads that black out. I keep pushing up. This is the one that I had to glue. I'll add a little bit of glue in there, I think. My printer, as I've mentioned a gazillion times, does not print very well on heavier paper often, so I end up having to glue regular copy paper, and sometimes it just doesn't work so well for me. So I'll let that dry, and then I'll go over it again with the Stabilo, and just to give it a little bit of a contrast to help it pop off of the background. And then I used this one on this side, so I'll do the same thing here. Run a little bit of the pencil along there. If you have never used this before, I could show you how I have a water brush, and it's been sitting here drying up on my desk because I seem to have lost the lid. So I'm going to have to go on a search. It's got to be somewhere in my house. If you just put a little bit of water along there, you can see how it activates the black and makes it stand out more. It makes a thicker line. You may or may not like that effect. As I said, it does give a grungy effect. I like it for the most part. Sometimes I don't. You can actually take it and run it along the edges of your pages and define those if you'd like as well. You can see that I have tabs. I put label tabs on the tabs of the file folders. And this side I left them just be the colors that was on the file folders. This is just one of Julie's seashell calling cards. That's now like just a small journal card with a ticket image and seashells. Anyway, you can pull these out, and I did stain the inside, and I created pockets. And this was a piece of the scrap that was left over from the second image that I copied out of the collage that Cara had made. And I just folded it over to make a little writing space in there, stuck it in there. And I think what I would like to do is put a word on there as well. And let's see, I need the F from fly. I'm going to add that to, and I'm going to make fauna. Get that out of the way. Okay, put that back in here. And I could, I'm going to find something to put in that one as well. This one, there you can see that I did use that ribbon, and I did put the flamingo on there. And on this side, then I used the seashell ribbon that I had. And then I put, this was a piece from the collage as well, and I cut 2 strips just to make a little tuck area, just to keep them from falling out of the file folder. And these are some of Dear Julie Julie's calling cards, and I thought that was a great way to put those in here. And on this one, I'm going to take my stamps, and I'm going to use the F. Oops. Keep thinking the word fauna when I wanted to do the word flora. So let's take that, oops, the A. Now we can tuck these back in. This covers up the notch there, but that's okay. Could put something else in here, but this is pretty snug once you get both of these in. And well, I see I have to do a little gluing there again. I should have maybe stitched that as well, but oops, get this pulled up a little bit. Anyway, there we have it, and this was that receipt that I said that I wanted to make it look old. I did fold it several different ways to stick it in here, and we could go either way. So there we have that, and that's finished now and ready to go into the journal. That's it for day day 4. I will put links under the description box, and I hope that you like and leave me a comment and follow. Thanks. Bye.